don't tell me I've been talking. Did you have the wrong audio going? Yes. Okay, have I got to repeat myself? I've got to start again, yeah? Okay, am I on? Am I on? Have you got audio? Hey folks, how you doing? Sorry about... yeah, usual, it's because we're running two bonds basically, and so you have to run the audio off one and not the other. So, you know, we've got a lot of switching around that we're doing here, folks. You know what it's like. Jilly working frantically. You think this is frantic? You want to see what Jilly's having to work with. It's nothing compared to what I'm doing. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to the Big Jet TV 747 quiz. This time it's a very special one. Out of respect for our wonderful Queen of the Skies. All this music that you listen to is DJ Armin van Buuren from his State of Trance studio playouts, folks. DJ Armin van Buuren, all the way from Holland. B.A. Marty, we've got Suggy, Craig Wharton, Shorty, Sammy 2005, Ivo, Boston Massive, the Cockchafers in the house. Rob, We Know Nothing Duo, Kirsty 747, Tina Shane, Ben Brown, Gary McIntosh, lots of regulars, Yvonne Heelan, Mike from Dusseldorf, is that Mike or Make? Blimey O'Reilly, Blimey O'Reilly, You Will Fly, LSA, Baron 83, Uncle Ropes, Gary Krausen, and 757 Neo, interesting, Lynn, Chicky, TCC, Come On Sir, Big Mac, Paul Skilling, Full Flaps, Dave Burnham, GP, can you copy? It's stopped doing the mix now on the screen. I don't know if you've noticed that. Do we? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Which is a little bit of a shame. We must speak to these guys because it used to, when lots of different people. Wow, really? Okay. I seem to remember right in the beginning it was it went right up to the end. Anyway, whatever. Gunners in the house, Jax, Phil Davies, Gary McIntosh, Leon, Ivo, and Baron 83. How you doing, folks? Good evening, people watching on YouTube. A lot of you folks like to just sit back, watch the show, enjoy it, and whether you play or not, it's entirely up to you, but it's all a little bit of fun and enjoyment. Hello to everybody watching on Facebook right now, wherever you might be, and let's just have a few comments here. Shane Smith, Chris Bevan, Jason Bear Hisland Senior, sorry, Valerie Dickens, Jane Alder, Shane Smith, and Margaret Blaylock. Good evening to you. So lots of stuff going on at the moment with Big Jet TV, even though we're in lockdown. Lots of talks going on with different people. As we always do, got a serious pile of stuff here, which is almost as thick as the amount of envelopes that I had to go and pick up this morning from the box 747, where you can claim your free sticker, folks. Lots of people writing in on that one, and thank you guys, really appreciate it. Somebody said popping in a little Christmas card for me from the Fred and family. Thanks for that, Fred. I'll leave it over there just for now. It's a little bit early for Christmas, but there we go. But thanks, Fred and family, for that, and your sticker is on its way, by the way. Les Barrett as well. Thanks for the little note. This is from Dennis, just Den as he's known on membership. Everything's covered in glitter now. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? If you think, by the way, that I put glitter in your envelope where your sticker is, folks, it's not that. It's down to this. Okay. So there's glitter everywhere, and I thought, well, you know, it's on me paper everywhere, and so no doubt that the latest batch of stickers that have gone out will have glitter on your self-addressed envelope. But thanks for doing that, folks. It's working really well. If you want to claim your free sticker, just head straight to the app and then scroll down to free sticker on the menu. Simple as that. But this guy here, Dennis, he's a long member with us. He bought 20 stickers from the store to give one to give them to his mates. His mates all turned him down. They're like, "You're mad, mate," watching them plays. It is really surprising, I have to say. You know, even the fellas that I play golf with, they're like, you know, what's that, a 2017 or something like that? I'm like, no, mate. I'm not even going to tell you what it is because you're not interested, are you? What's more impressive is when I say, that's BA 472 to Boston, climbing out of 13,000 feet, coming out of London Heathrow. They're like, how'd you know that? It's on my phone, mate. They're like, no way. Anyway, but in general, there's other people who are like, I don't know what the interest is that you see, mate. But the thing is that it's this, isn't it? It's the integration between us, all us lot. And that's what makes it work. This guy, Dennis, saying that he went to give his mates stickers, not one of them accepted, and they just turned their nose up at him when he starts talking about planes. So he thought, sodja. He sent them back to us so that we could send them out to you folks. So fair play to you, Dennis, and a little goodie bag is on its way to you, just courtesy of me to say thank you very much. But all your free stickers are sent out by me, opened by me, and sent out by me. So really appreciate you're doing it the right way, and it's great. It's great. It's just another little thing that we can offer our members, and not even members as well. But anyone who wants a free sticker, there is just download the app, go down the menu, and click free sticker, and that will be it. In terms, everything okay, GP? Okay, in terms of us getting to the 100,000 subscriber mark on YouTube, it is one of those things that when it happens, it happens. It might happen overnight. We don't even know. It might be 199,995 when we shut everything down there, and then in the morning it's 100,004 or something like that. If that does happen, then it just happens. It's not something where we get a countdown or we get a notification that it's going to happen. It's an automated thing. However, when it does happen, I've already spoken with YouTube out in Switzerland, and there's a good chance that we will go out there and get the plaque. I've already told them, don't send it. Don't send it, mine. Don't send the plaque to us, because we want to come out here and pick it up whenever it is. If it's during this crisis, which it more than likely will be, if we're able to travel out there, we'll go out there and we'll say, right, lower it down, and they'll lower it down with a little piece of string like, and then. Folks, if you're asking, if you're outside the UK and you want a sticker, more than welcome to. Again, just send a self-addressed envelope and stamped as well, if you can. If you can't, then, I mean, whatever it costs you to send, what stamp it is that sends, if you're coming from overseas, then just buy 2 of them and stick the other one on. Oh no, you can't do that, because it won't be, we'd have to, yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? So if somebody wants one from America, do you send letters in America? You do, don't you? So it goes to the postal service. Do you have stamps in America? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Well, yeah. But the trouble is that if they put an American stamp on one in the UK, I can't send it from here to there, can I? So yeah. I mean, look. See how it goes, folks. I mean, if you want to, yeah, is that honoured? Is that stamp honoured? You know, because obviously, if it's out in Dallas or somewhere like that, then we've got to pay for it. Which, you know, to be honest, you're not going to get 1 million requests a week. So, you know, it's and again, like I say, it's the least we can do in terms of, you know, showing our appreciation to you guys, like we've done with the Boeing 747, which is what this quiz is all about tonight. Thank you, by the way, to everybody for the wonderful feedback about the edit that I put together for the tribute for the 747. For those of you who didn't see it, we're going to play it out in the interval, in the midway interval with the show tonight. We've got 30 questions on the 747, some real corkers as well, it has to be said. Pictures as explanations. We've got a video that we're going to play out for one particular question, which is really cool. Got the permission from the guys on it. Yeah, just have a bit of fun, enjoy yourselves. If you notice, I've got 0 Becks, and this, guys, I've got to be honest with you, it's better than the other stuff, because this is actually, it's like drinking beer. It actually tastes of beer, and really good quality stuff as well, but it's 0 alcohol, so there we go. So, we've still got the same folks up here waiting for players. We've got 213 now. We're going to go live in around about 17 minutes. Louise Sylvia Wood, are we doing a quiz? Okay, good question. It probably says it, Sylvia, but Louise, or yeah, we are, Louise. We are indeed doing a quiz, and you're more than welcome to join us if you want. You can. There's a QR code you can use, or you can go to, where is it, Jilly? Follow the link on, I don't know, there's a link somewhere, isn't there? Okay, on Facebook, it's on Facebook. Derek Gray, thank you very much indeed. Lynn Keeble, Nick McNair, Ben Brown is there. People talking about the 747. Lip and Gal are still yet to depart. One of them's still down in Spain. I think it's Gal and Roy that are at Heathrow. Gal and Lip are they're desperate to get rid of those folks because they are coming up to what's known as maintenance expiry, these 747s, so they've got to get rid of them before they have to go through a massive maintenance program again, so which costs a lot of money, obviously. So the focus is for Lip and Gal to be flown out. Don't worry, because as you know, 5 of these 747s are going to Atlas Air, which is just a fantastic thing, and one of them is being used as a donor aircraft as well. So good continual life going on with these 747s. But Roy, which is the one that we're concentrating on in terms of the final one flying out of Heathrow, we will be able to bring you some more updates on that later on next week. So there we go. Matt Rayner, 0% alcohol will be a shock to the system. Alan Macmillan, Les Tankard. Timmy Toothpicks is here. Good day to you, JF Bryson. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that with the 0 alcohol, I'm sort of like, it's as refreshing, because really at the end of the day you want refreshment, don't you? And that is what this stuff is. It tastes like alcohol, it just doesn't give you that sort of effect, whatever. But if I'm out with me mates after a game of golf, I'll always have a beer, if I'm not driving, that is. Jan's views, hope you're well. And everybody watching right now, Karen Corcoran, Steve Creed, Egbert21, Carol Smith, Dave Morgan, good day to you, Ayrton Beatty, and I think that's Ayrtonia Beatty now, A380, something to do with A380, I think her husband, always get it wrong, but anyway, no, I'm not drinking at the moment. I blacked out a couple of days ago, so still recovering. Oh, Ayrton, Ayrtonia, I hope you're recovering quickly on that one. So yeah, stay off the old, the sauce, most definitely would be my recommendation anyway. Got a new member, Night and Day. Night and Day, welcome to Economy Night and Day, hope you're well. Jan's views, everybody, Ducati Jez is there. Mark Whitehouse, brilliant video on the Virgin 747s, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, got a lot of good response both from Twitter and YouTube, Facebook and LinkedIn as well. So, and like I say, at the end of it, it says to be concluded, and that's what it's all about, folks, is concluding this episode of the Virgin 747s. Bear in mind also, ladies and gents, that the 747, the Virgin 747 was not primarily killed off by COVID-19. They were far closer to retiring their 747 fleet than the guys at British Airways. British Airways most definitely was brought forward a lot quicker. We would have had probably around about 5 years left. 4 or 5 years left of the 747 with BA, which is a travesty when you think about it. You see all the videos that we've done and all the live stuff that we've done, and it was just, you take it all for granted, really, don't you? You take it all for granted, man. But some interesting trivia questions coming up on the 747 tonight, and a lot of stuff you guys are going to know. There's a couple of guest questions, unless you're really knowledgeable. Maybe you've been doing your swatting up, I'm not sure. Leslie White, good day to you. Robert Mendez, BRB83. Got another member, Helen Parker, and another one, Darren Taylor. Welcome to Executive, Helen and Darren. You are more than welcome. Fast as Fun, good day to you, Scotty Tarpley. Probably in the house with Kay, sitting opposite sides of the lounge at the moment, ready to do battle. Terry G, Kurt Langrath, Robert Mendez. Love the cool weather. Got cool weather. Darren Taylor. Welcome to Executive, Darren. Little bit of like I say, folks, this is Armin van Buuren, DJ Armin van Buuren, Danny Croucher. Indeed, Danny asking a very interesting question. The top 3 today, as with all our quizzes, will get a choice of a free t-shirt from the store, bigjet.shop. I think have we sent all 3 out for the last one, Julie?
If we can say one thing.
Okay, so we've only had one person claim from the last show. 2, sorry. Yeah, so
techno-oriented producers.
If you didn't, then you didn't. Fair enough. Thomas Force A400 Jerry. What's that?
I mean, I'm lost.
Now I definitely want to play. Oh yes, Skin Considered. Max Woodman, David, Chris Scapaloo. Watching footy, so not partaking tonight. Fair enough, but watching this. Hopefully, Chriso, Terry G, Kurt Langrath, Keith Cornell. Debbie Speller, Steve Harrison, Shane Smith. Let's just wind this on a little bit to there, and bosh. Jason Bear Hisland Sr. Fantastic. Scotty 2 upgraded to first class. Thanks, Scotty 2. Speaking to Scotty 2 and a lot of the people during the shows that we're playing out at home. Henry VIII is in the house. I am. Miles High. Donald Palmer, he's made it. Gary Fellows. Love the Carry On films, indeed we do. Rene Corticas, Donald Palmer. Kevin P. 747s, just explained everything about the last 747s with Virgin Atlantic, Kev. So we've got another 10 minutes left. 30 questions, folks. We're going to break halfway through. We're going to do the leaderboard after every 5 questions, so you can get an idea of who's leading it. Nick McNair, Jerry didn't put the lava lamp early on, and mate, that's been on all day. Matt Rayner giving a shout out to Scotty. Welcome everybody. Slowing the comments down as well if we can. Robert Mendez, Craig Wharton, Danny Croucher. Wow, he's got the owner's workshop manual from Haynes Publishing. I've seen this on the 747. Hey, he's done his own work, but yeah, that's only on the engineering side though, mate. Yeah, and it depends on what 747 it is that you swatted up on, because as you know, there were a number of variants. No Snow Yet, Kirsty Fitch, Jazzy John. No Snow Yet, definitely not Lynn Keebles. John Bonham. Who usually wins? The winner. To be honest with you, John, because we've had we've had top 3s that have been repetitive, Julie, haven't we? But we haven't had. Have we had a whippy winner? Willis Wadwick. David Godfrey, hi my friends, and Jerry and Jilly. My knowledge is zilch on BJ quizzes, but I love listening and learning. Well, that's a fair point, David, because I've learned all the questions that I've created for the quiz. You have to research it, obviously, but what is important is that you have to select or create 2 incorrect answers. But those incorrect answers have to be accurate in terms of being close to the figure ones that involve figures. Then fair enough. It's it's easy to do. But when it involves other objects or something like that, or people, you have to find the right. Anyway, whatever. Scotty Topley's done his 747 homework for tonight. Ben Brown, Mark Drew need to get 747 window. Interesting. Oh right, okay, a scrap one. Yeah, you can get them. You can definitely get them. In fact, there was one of the guys that we're working with here, Aerotique, I think it is. They do a very smart 747 window. I think from both BA and Virgin, but highly polished. Personally, Ian Hiles. Oh, Ian Hiles was one of the winners last week. Sean Griffiths, I always wanted to fly on the 747, but obviously didn't get a chance. Sean Griffiths, I think that's the case for a lot of people, my friend. I was very lucky to have flown on both Virgin 747 and BA 747. Yeah, a lot of people have Hodgie, for example, he's flown on multiples, Lufthansa and all that lot. Thai, I think, well, that was 380s as well. Steph Shim, 3-year-old, sat here going, say that again. Loopy Newhouse, John Bonner. Indeed, it is having a laugh that counts. I'm on my iPod. Karen Corcoran, that's an interesting one. I'm on my iPod. Well, how can you play on the iPod? But there we go. Maybe you can. I don't really know. Alan Macmillan. Sandy Humby, been listening to Kylie's new album. Kylie Minogue. Danny Croucher. Oh dear, Danny, the owner's workshop manual's only on the 400. Yeah, you've lost that one already. You better get googling like right now, mate. You've got 5 minutes to up your ante. John Bolland, Jerry, we need a special question tonight at 7:47. Yes. Are we going to remember to do that? Hold on a minute. I'm going to put an alarm on my phone. I'll put an alarm on my phone, Jerry. At 7:47. Whatever we're doing at 7:47, we're still going to be doing the quiz at 7. Yeah. So it's 19:47, isn't it? I'll fight you for it. Rachel Canning asking when is the quiz time? It's 7 o'clock. Rachel, in 5 minutes time. Got me mic all set up, got everything set up here, we're all ready to go. I think we should be able to get it right tonight. Oh wow, Yvonne Heelan would have loved to have flown Pan Am or TWA. Wow. Jazzy John, all the questions are on the 747. Plane reclaimers, Nick McNair, yes indeed. There's a few people doing it. Blimey, Scotty boy, Evening Joe, £747 for the winner. £7.47 more life. Aviation Talk, good day to you. Sandy Humby, Scotty 2. Good afternoon to everybody, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Okay, we've got a new DJ in here. Zoe Johnston, this is featuring, and it's Above and Beyond. And we've got a special guest in here. Can't see who it is, but anyway, here we go. William Patrick, do you answer the questions on the PC or the phone. I log into AHA slides. Wherever you play the game, my friend. Yeah, there probably will be a few hiccups tonight. Okay, the phone that you're logged into with AHA slides, apparently. Derek Gray's got phone, PC, laptop, Kindle all ready to go. Flip it, innit? Thought I had a few. We have 3 minutes left, folks, until the quiz starts at 7 p.m. here in the UK. It's just coming up to, I think, New York, it's just coming up to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Los Angeles, I think about 11 o'clock in the morning. And all the way out there in Sydney, 6 a.m. maybe. So anyone from overseas in the east joining us early doors. Webbo, good day. Now Webbo, I don't know where you are, mate. You sound like you're from Australia, but anyway, there we go. We asked them 100 people. Ben Brown confirmed A7. Okay. Oh, interesting. FIFA livery. Qatar's 350-900. Applied to it in Shannon. Interesting. Alaska Airlines. What's that, Julie? No. Nick McNair, no asking Alexa. Yeah. I might throw a few people's Alexas off before I ask the question. Alexa, shut down. Okay, there we go. 1 p.m. in Houston, Donald Palmer. Suram is tuning in from India at 12:30 in the morning. Teenager in Sac. Dothal, is that AL? Is that Alabama? 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. in Eastern USA. Cammy Hudson. I don't share Jerry's music. He's a youngster. Well, hey, Edward, you're my favourite, mate. Thanks for that. I'm a youngster, 57 years old in about 10 days. 10:58 in San Francisco. Welcome, Alaska Airlines. Great to see you here, and wonderful to have so many people from all over the world joining in. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. We're all obviously in this together. Some countries in lockdown, other countries not. But whatever is happening, we're all in it together. 3 p.m. in Nova Scotia for Miles High. 2 minutes to go at peak. 159 in Florida. Oh no, 159 possibly. Jorge telling us good afternoon to everybody else. Addison Bowers, 3:30 p.m. here. We have our own time zone. Okay, Alexa says be quiet, Jerry. Ha! There we go. 11 a.m. in Reno, Nevada. Welcome everybody out there in Reno, Nevada. A couple of these 747s with Virgin have actually stopped off in Vegas at McCarran International. So maybe a few of you guys have seen it or seen them. It's 7 p.m. in Surrey, VP Martini. I thought he was going to say Sydney there, but anyway, there we go. That's funny. Okay, we are now right on it, folks. It is 7 p.m. We're ready for this, GP. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, I'm not clicking anything on here. I'm not clicking start the quiz, am I? Okay. Yeah. Okay, and you're ready for the, and you can see the first picture ready and queued on camera 2, GP, yeah? Got it? Mark Appleby. Oh, does it? So hold on a minute, I'm a little bit confused. So are we going to have to keep changing the audio across? No? Right. Yeah. So I don't need to do anything with my audio, yeah? I'll just carry on with my audio, right? Right, and the audio that I'm going to play out on one of the videos that's going to come out of camera 2 is also going to be coming out, the audio is going to be coming out of these speakers, blah, 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 etc, etc. Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's get it on. Okay, let's go for launch. In 3, 2, 1. Something's going to go wrong in it. Sue Lawson looking forward to see how little we know about 747s. Well, hey, you know, we're all in the same boat, aren't we? There's going to be a lot, even pilots wouldn't know some of these questions. So let's get it on, G. I'm not pressing anything, you starting the quiz. Oh, whoa, 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 stop, 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 pause, pause. It's okay. Question is, who was the launch customer for the 747? Was it TWA, Pan Am, or Air India? Gilly, I need to load up the theme tune, don't I? Okay, so... Oh, but it's on that screen, it's on that... Oh! 3, 2, 1. In fact, it was Pan Am. Of course, it was Pan Am. A couple of people saying, "Yeah, hold on." And there, folks, is a picture. I believe, if I'm right in saying this, was N747, N November 747 Papa Alpha. Look at that beautiful jumbo jet. The only time you see a 747s like that these days is freighters, really. Very few, very few, apart from that BA one that we saw, original 747s, but this is a 100 variant. Isn't she beautiful? Long before the big Pan Am down the sides and all that kind of stuff. That's the original retro livery, and ain't she a beauty? So, Gilly, let me just see if I can I just do this? Yeah, no answers on chat, folks. No answers on chat, please. Please, no answers. Gilly, stand by and hold that. I just need to bring up the theme tune rather than playing this out. Wait a second. I need to go to quiz. Stand by. Yeah. Okay, you can go to full screen. Yeah, yeah. And now I've got you back on there. 334 people answering correctly that it was indeed Pan Am who was the launch customer for the 747 back in 1967, I think it was. Just let me well, what's going on here? What's going on here? Hold on a minute. Yeah. I know what's going on there, because that's an audio track. I just need to do something very quickly. Pan Am became the launch customer for the Boeing 747 in April by ordering 25 Boeing 747-100s, being involved from the beginning of the design and development of the Boeing 747. Pan Am influenced these phases more than any other airline before or since. Very interesting. In other words, the carrier, the client, was they basically said to Boeing after the 707, they said, listen man, we need a bigger aircraft because we got a lot, because air travel was just becoming so popular that they very quickly realised they needed a bigger aeroplane. So basically Pan Am called on Boeing. It was their idea. And of course lots of other programs were going on at that particular time. So anyway, let's go to question 2 then, GP. Sorry. Let me just see. Okay, but what I need to do, wait a second, wait, stand by. I need to pause that and I need to bring this up and see whether this works now. Okay, there we go. I've got the theme tune. Okay, ready and go with question number 2, folks. Here we go. Question 2 of 30. Faster you go. I thought you had the pip. Hold on a minute, stop. Oh, I thought we had the pip, mate. I thought we had the pip. No. Well, what's that one there for then that I'm doing? So is there no pip? Is there no pip? Right. Okay. So they want me in the pip, and what else do they want? Okay. Okay. Put the quiz in the pip then. Yeah, I thought that was the way that we were doing it, and you were switching it the other way round when I'm doing the big screen. Yeah. That's not what we talked about, man. It wasn't. It was me in the pip all the time, and the only time. Okay. No, I'm big screen, and the quiz is in small screen. And when I explain something or show a picture, yeah. When I show a picture, Jilly. Sorry. When I show a picture, then I go into small screen. Then I go into pip, and then we flick it round the other way. So what's the problem then? They were saying, what were they saying? People were saying, we want Jerry in the... Okay. Okay. All right, okay. Okay. Well, can't they just watch it and see what happens? And I don't know. Oh, whew. Okay. So we're all good. So question number 2: who was the largest operator of the 747? Lots of people. I knew a lot of people. I'm actually sweating here. I knew a lot of people would say United. Yeah, and rightly so, because they were one of the major operators of the 747, and of course it is Lufthansa, and 192 people getting that right, 45 people saying Delta. They may pop up somewhere else in future questions, but the largest operator of the passenger 747 was, and I think, to be honest with you, at the moment possibly still is Lufthansa, but obviously, as you can appreciate, at the beginning, the launch customer Pan Am were the largest operator of the 747, but overall throughout time. Well, there you go. Congratulations to 192 people who got that wrong, but that 171 was that people that were in the beginning and got question 1 right and all that sort of thing. Anyway, time will tell. Jilly, go question 3, please. Got it. Question 3 is, which Boeing aircraft program did the 747-8 use technology from? Where did it borrow that technology from? Is it the 767, the 777, or the 787? I know a lot of people are going to go, bang, get this straight away. Which Boeing aircraft program did the 747-8? You could say the 8I or the 8F, whichever. Both the same, more or less. But what aircraft did they borrow the technology from? 76, 77, or 78? Here we go. And the correct answer, of course, is the 787. Lots of people getting that right. Let me just double check. I've got a question 3. See if I've got a question. Yes. I tell you what, I've actually got. I've got a quite a nice picture here, Jilly. Yeah, you can go for that if you want. Yeah, look at that, folks. That's the 201 people getting that right. Exactly the same amount of people. 104 people saying 76 and 104 people saying 777, but 201 people getting that right indeed. 787 technology. So you are talking about wing technology, internal flight management systems, as well as I believe they might be using the electric brakes as well. Maybe not. But I don't think they borrowed the fade out technology on the windows either. But most definitely, the most noticeable part is the GenX engines, which are on the 747. So. Isn't that a beautiful flight deck though, eh? What an office. I mean, I think this is a nice office, but wow, look at that, to look out on the sky to see where you're flying. Lucky 747 pilots. But yeah, there we go. Okay, Gilly, we can go to question number 4, please. Yes. Are you off of that now? You're off of that now? Okay. We're good to go on question number 4. And here we go. Sweaty jeans. Which US airline was the last operator of the 747? Which US operator was the last operator? The US airline was the last operator. Was it United States, Delta, or Braniff? Which US airline was the last operator of the 747? You've got 16 minutes remaining. All quality, classic old airlines that have been around a long time. One of which no longer exists unless it's been merged into another airline, bought out by another airline. But the right answer, of course, is, well, not of course, but wow, there we go, look at that. The last operator was Delta. I knew a lot of people would say United, because we saw the United 747 going out of London Heathrow, the last one. But look at that picture there. Gilly, do you want to go big on that picture there? Ain't she a beauty? Does that work if I maximise? Does that work if I maximise? I can't really. Can I? Let's just see if I can. It might. Oh no, that's pretty clean, isn't it? That's pretty clean, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Ain't she a beauty, man? 747-400 in the Delta livery. We only see the 777s, the A330s, 767s, 757s still, I think. I think all of the 76s and 75s are probably going to be going very soon. But a lot of people getting that wrong. 207 people. Let's just have a boom, Scotty saying. Rusty T. Nilpois missed the question, Matt Rayner. I'm going for a reverse sweep, Nigel saying. The questions always run ahead of Jerry Lynn Keeble saying, yeah, we gotta work with that. Alaska Airlines have it. Large VP Martini. Best guess based on what Jerry said earlier. Julie Chaston was listening, you see. There we go. 170 people getting it right. So this is going to be quite an interesting leaderboard, I think, for the first 5 questions. GP, we can go back and we can start with the theme tune, and we can get that going again for question number 5, please. Okay. Question rewards more points for fast answers. In the 1970s, Boeing proposed a 747 variant designated the AAC. But what use was this concept proposed for? Was it air-to-air refueling, airborne aircraft carrier, or test bed for engines? In the 1970s, Boeing proposed a 747 variant designated the AAC. But what use was this concept proposed for? Was it air-to-air refueling, airborne aircraft carrier, or test bed for engines? 2, 1, and time is up, and whoa, look at that, brilliant, man. It's not, look, AAC gave it away, folks. AAC, airborne aircraft carrier, and I can show you a picture of that right now. It's going quite well, actually, isn't it? Something's got to go wrong in a minute, I'm sure. We'll see if I can expand that. There you go, Gilly, there you go. It's a bit blurred, but there you go. There's a good example on camera 2. Yeah. And that is obviously an artist's, well, I'd imagine it's an artist's impression. it looks pretty real to me. It's an old 747-100, but that is pretty crazy, isn't it? I mean, the concept works, doesn't it? And I bet you that it was. It's interesting, but the only problem they probably said was, well, actually, you know what? I seem to remember reading something about this, and that the upper deck, the main cargo deck, was like an aircraft carrier, and they could house sort of like 5 or 6 aircraft lined up, 2 that are already in the housings, in the release mechanisms, and then the other one's got lowered down onto the release mechanisms like an aircraft carrier and just released that way. It's quite interesting, isn't it? So you fly long range. It's a lot of weight though, isn't it? Wonder why that got turned down. But anyway, 156 people getting it right, 159 people getting it wrong, saying air-to-air refueling. Testbed for engineers, for engines, sorry. 83 people saying that. So this is going to be quite interesting. Let's just have a little look and see. Alaska Airlines, I wish this was real. King Henry VIII, easy when you know the answer. There we go. Is that missiles? No, Karen, it's aeroplanes. But you can easily mistake that for missiles, because sometimes missiles actually do look like planes, little planes, don't they? The Purple lad never knew it, neither did I. That picture is insane, JF Bryson saying. Well, I knew nothing about it, but that's what research is all about. Bugger off, Jilly photoshopped that this afternoon, fast as funk say. Brilliant. Probably would have been able to if I'd have asked her to, I have to say. Avgeek Tom, 3 out of 5 so far, not bad. Let's see if you're on the leaderboard. So a lot of it is about timing as well. So here we go, folks. Leaderboard coming up, Jilly. Let me just... The Masons, Hummer, massive good afternoon to you. Ferret Rat, Vera MK. Yeah, let me just scroll up here, Jilly. EGCC is right at the top. 448 points, 416 in Algie is second place. Fly Wavy, 430. Pablo, he's from Wigan, by the way, 402 points. Moto Graham, 393. In 8th place, Trainload, 378. Egbert and Gemma. Who was it who said 3 out of 5? So that's interesting. Ben Brown is up there in 11th. Well done, Ben. Case Air, Dom Suarez, Janes Air, good stuff at 13. Cockschafer and 757 Neo. Would love to see that. Planes and Games is there. Slippery Jim. Steph Shim. Slippery Jim, wasn't that the name of the... anyway. KBDX person, Neely. Joe Perkins. Young Joe is there in 20th. Where's the big Chiggy? Craig Wharton, Chris Rogdog, Old Buzzard, Tracy. Charchi the Cat is in 29th. Anna Lufty, Darius Assassi, Ruckerford, Philip. And the Masons are there in 35th place. Is that the family playing the Masons? Humber, massive. Good day to you. Ferret Rat, Vera MK, Row 97, N1, Drink, IPA, Nelly the Elephant, Scotty 2 is there in 45th place. James Freeman, Harry Wizkim. Go on, son, United States is in 48th. Keith Cornell is in 49th. And Tina, right there in 50th, Handy Sumby, yeah? But anyway, there we go. Congratulations, folks. You're doing well. That is the end of part 1. We're now going to jump on to question numero 6. Here we go. Ready for it, G? And I just need to put that on there. Okay, question 6 of 30. What is the name of Boeing's 747 transporter used for ferrying parts for Boeing assembly lines? It's a good one, this. A lot of people are going to know it. What's the name of Boeing's 747 transporter used for ferrying parts for Boeing assembly lines? Is it the Globemaster, the Dreamlifter, or the Sky Shuttle? Lots of folks are going to know this, and it's all about being there ready for that question and hitting that answer as soon as possible. Katie Sale 2.06, Martin Forbes 2.1, Karen Corcoran 8.5, Sam Beck 2.9, Scotty 309, Avgeek Tom did it in 225. The right answer, of course, is 290 people getting it right. The Dreamlifter let's just bring a quick picture up here, GP, of the Dreamlifter. Hold on a second, wait until I've got it. In fact, there she is now on a very, very wet runway. Got to say a big shout out to David Townsend, yeah, photography on this one. David Townsend photography. I've got to be honest with you, a lot of people love the shape of it, but I personally, the Beluga has more of a blended sort of like look about it, whereas the Dreamlifter is a sort of like bolt on. That's your lot. That's all you're gonna get. It looks like a python that swallowed a pig, basically. But she's got a swing tail on her, which is she doesn't have the nose load like the freighters do. Everything comes out the back, so it's on a swing mechanism, much like the old Guppy, if you remember that back in the old days. So they've kept that design for many years on the Dreamlifter, and it works. It absolutely works. In terms of its capacity, it would be quite interesting to think, yeah, I mean, 777 wings, obviously it's big enough to fly the 747 wing, long enough, and possibly, more than likely, all the separate components to go to making up these amazing aircraft. But look at the state of the runway that he's making there. Absolutely fantastic. But congratulations, 290 people getting it right as the Dreamlifter, the Boeing 747 Dreamlifter. Okay, GP, I'm ready to go for question number 7 when you are. Oh, Jorge saying good questions. What engine exclusively powers a 747-800? You're going to know this. Hurry up, because we talked about it earlier on. The GEnx GE-NX 2B, the Trent 1000, or is it the LEAP 1A engine? Which engine exclusively powers the 747-800 freighter and intercontinental? Is it GEnx 2B, the Trent 1000, or the LEAP 1A? 2.5 seconds for Av Geek Tom. TCC, by the sounds of it, got it right. Ben Brown in 1.82 seconds. Melody Robertstad got a lot of points, 84 points. 220 people getting it right that it is indeed the GEnx 2B engine. 157 people saying the Trent 1000, of course, and 17 people saying the LEAP 1A. Julie, I'm just going to bring up a picture here of that. This is question 7. So there we go. Have a look at that, folks. Have a look at that. Look at that engine, man. Isn't that beautiful? These scalloped cowls are for sound deadening, basically. Well, not deadening, but reduction in sound. So its footprint is largely reduced as a result of these scalloped cowls. But here you can see they've also done it on the exhaust exhaust outlet as well, which is amazing, man. Beautiful piece of engineering. And what is really interesting is when you go up and you actually, as I've done, knock on these fiberglass. Carbon cowls. These are pure carbon cowls, these folks. In fact, when you see them unpainted at the Boeing factory, which you've seen probably quite a few of recently, where they're unpainted, they're just in carbon, a bare carbon before they're painted. But that's about 10 millimeters thick. That carbon there, folks. Absolutely beautiful thing. And look what's in the background, interestingly enough, the Dreamlifter. So that's probably taken at the Boeing plant. GP, I'm ready to go. Congratulations, by the way. 220 people getting that right. 157 people saying the Trent 1000. James Freeman got it wrong. He said, got question 7 wrong. Nice engine. Paul Skilling saying Max Woodman, Martin Forbes, Karen Corcoran. Atlas operates the Dreamlifter for Boeing. There we go. Interesting. Thanks, Timmy. Jazzy John 93, LEAP 1A on a 747. Laughing, Ben Brown. Yeah, well, you know, it's a big engine, but not quite as big in terms of the. I mean, you put an engine of a LEAP engine cowl up, engine side by side with with the Gen X engine, you'll find they're not actually that much different in size of their fan casing, which is why I chose that engine as one of the alternative engines answers. Okay, Jelly, are we ready to go? Question 8. Okay, ready when you are. Go for it. Question 8 of 30, folks. Here we go. In metric tons, how much freight can the 747-8 freighter carry? Is it 128 tons, 130 tons, or 138 tons? Here we go. There's going to be a lot of guesses in there. In metric tons, how much freight can the 747-8F carry? And that's inside the aircraft. This is not a passenger jet. 128, 130, or 138? Coming down at 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there we go, 130 tons is the answer. 180 people getting that right, 175 people saying 138, understandably so because it's only 8 tons off, but 8 tons is obviously a hell of a lot of weight. 52 people saying 128 tons. Yeah, well they do, yeah. But I think the Americans work with metric tons, don't they? Okay. Martin Forbes not doing very well. Well, I hope you're having a good time anyway, Martin. Total guess correct. BRB 83. Robert Mendez, Karen Corcoran. 66 points for Donald Palmer. Dan James Proctor. I've joined the quiz. How can I answer? You've got to. Well, yeah. Bit like what Steph Shim's saying at the beginning, not Scooby-Doo. Claire Colville, good day to you. Sorry, Dan, we're just right in the middle of it, so I think you can go and go follow the link, which is on the post in the fan zone. I think it's pinned in the fan zone or something like that. It's pinned on the live stream, apparently, Dan. If you go into the live stream, 180 people getting that right, 175 people saying 138 tons. So congratulations if you did get that right. GP, let's go for question number 9, please. In nautical miles, what's the operational range of the 747-8 Intercontinental? 7730, 7470, or 7620. In nautical miles, what is the operational range of the 747-8I? Is it 7730, 7470, or 7620? And that's in nautical miles, the operational range. Obviously, there's a little bit leeway either way on that one, but this is from there, and correctly answering it correctly. A lot of people getting that right. Most people getting it right. Karen Corcoran got it in 707. There we go. 169. Oh no, sorry. My apologies. 169 people getting it wrong. It's actually 7730. 113 people getting it right. 104 people saying 7470, and 169 people saying 7620. Julie Chasson got it very wrong. Martin Forbes wrong. Mark Appleby dumb. Another fail for Sandy Humby, but indeed it is 7,730 nautical miles. That's just incredible, which is why it is such an incredible aircraft. And of course, you've got to consider the fuel burn on those engines gives it that longer range as well. Okay, this is question number 10 coming up, folks, if you're ready for it. And here it comes now. Question 10 of 30. Look at your phone or look at your screen or whatever it is you're looking at. This is one for you, Bulldog. He's going to riot. Name the operator of this jumbo jet. Is it Lufthansa, Sabena, or Continental? Name the operator of this aircraft. Is it Sabena? Classic old, lovely old jet, isn't it, eh? Isn't she beautiful, man? I don't really want to be eating these before we are. Wow! Look at that! 290 people, the majority of you getting it right, knowing that, you know, it could have been an old retro-y like Lufthansa or Continental. You know, you've got to get the right wrong answers. Jilly, you can put that on the the one I'm showing. Yeah, cool. Look at that. Sabina, Belgium World Airlines. Don't think they ever brought their 747s into Gatwick, boys. Probably brought them into Heathrow, I'd imagine. A lot of people are going to say. Anyway, there we go. Ain't she a beauty? So we're going now to leaderboard. Stand by, Jilly. Just let me bring this up. Okay, I'm ready for leaderboard number 2. Here we go, folks. EGCC, Algae, N772CA, Planes and Games, Trainload Coal. So EGCC still winning it. Congratulations, mate. Trainload Coal's brought it up. I think KPDX person, Drink IPA. These are all guys that were down in the top 15 around about that. That Cockchafer is back in. Bentley 2000. Charchi the Cat is 11th. Old Buzzard. Philip T. Rob Dog. Suggy. Ferret Rat Ruckerford. John L. Beast 666. That's nice. TCC. Buzzy B. Chris D. Harrison Fensom. Good to see you, Harrison. Up there in the top 30. Chiggy. Mike from Dusseldorf, there we go. Or is it Mike from Dusseldorf? My apologies. Darus Asassi. Ben Brown's in 25th. Mujasam is in 28th. Case Air, Mike 617. Oh, that's Mike 617. That's our man, isn't it? In the top 30. Fair play, mate. That's not too bad, Mike. Dom Suarez, Young Joe, Cammy Hudson. 757 Neo in 34th. Slippery Jim. Armstrongs are still there. The Armstrongs in 36th place. Holly Winters. That Biz Dude is in 38th. Karina Andrea. Scotty and Kay in the top 40. Hey, oh, it's a combined effort this time, isn't it? Craig Watt, Joe Perkins, Neely, R097, Big D is in the house. The Masons are in 44th. 747 retired. Are you a retired 747 pilot, my friend, in 47th? And funny enough, 47th is 747. Hey, hey, hey. And it's a shame he hasn't got 747 points. Bob Rick, VP Martini, DC Aviation, Baron 83 and Paddy MUC. Well done to all of you folks, and EGCC especially. So now we're going to go for the final 5 before the break, folks. So let's go to question number 11, please, Jilly, if you would please. It's actually going quite well, isn't it? Question 11, folks. What engines powered the 747 Virgin fleet? Here's a question for you. A lot of you folks are going to get this right, but what engines powered the 747 Virgin Atlantic fleet? Was it the RB211, the General Electric CF6, or the Pratt & Whitney PW4000s? What engines powered and today still power the Virgin 747 fleet? Even when they're moved on to Atlas Air, they'll still be running the same engines, RB211, CF6s or PW4000s. And you answered, whoa, easy. It's interesting that a lot of people have said the RB211. It's actually the CF6. Jilly, you want to go to the camera too? Tell me when you're on it. There you go, folks. That's the CF6 engine powering the Virgin fleet. Interestingly enough, it may have been that they chose. I think that Virgin had both the Trent 700 and the CF6 powering the A330 fleet. Mostly the Trent 700 fleet were operating out of London Heathrow, and the CF6 powered 330 fleet were flying out of Gatwick, and that's why the CF6 engine possibly was the engine of choice for a Virgin Atlantic when they went ahead and ordered them right from the get-go, the CF6 engine powering the 747, and boy, did they make a beautiful noise. So there we are, congratulations, 167 people getting that right. Big ones, Nick McNair says. Got a few right. Miles High, 83. Phil Davis, Russ CT, Whoopsie, in his... Ron Clark got it wrong. Russ CT didn't. 94 way. Hey, Matteo is there. G'day, Matteo. Welcome. Congratulations. 130th. Damn it. Keith Cornell's dropped right down the leaderboard. Scott Topley, I was swayed by that one. Mirror Man, nothing. Supporting British industry, Richard Scotty 2. There we go. And here we are, and we are ready for question number 12. Jilly, if you would, please. It's a good one. What is the wingtip design type used on the 747-8? So what is the wingtip design type used on the 747-8? Is it fence style, raked, or sharklet? A lot of you folks are going to know this one from having watched Big Jet TV and having paid attention in the past. And something that I've learned. Craig Whitmore's just joined. You've got 3, 2, 1, and the correct answer is, of course, on the Dash 8. 225 people getting that right. 116 people saying sharklet. I can understand why. I'm just going to show you a quick picture of that most beautiful wingtip. What's that? Question 12. Now here's a way to, this is something that people have asked about before, and we've discussed this before. The difference, the way to look visually, the difference. Are you on the big screen? On the second? Yeah. And CAG Photography, by the way, thank you CAG Photography for, or CAG Photography. This is the way to see the difference between the 747-8 and the 400. There's your fenced wingtip on the 747-400, and there's your raked wingtip. That raked wingtip, the design and technology was taken from the 787, and there's your Gen X engines. This one here, I think, is possibly running Pratt & Whitney's or CF6 engines, one of the two. It's the actual exhaust length that gives away the CF6 versus the Pratt & Whitney's. I think they look kind of CF6-ish. But other than that, really, when you look at the aircraft in general, you can see she's stretched. She's got a stretched upper deck. Look at the difference in between the 800 and the 400. It's a lot longer. But there you go. There's your raked wingtip versus your fenced wingtip, folks. Okay, Jilly, we can go to question number 13 if you like. Okay, question number 13. Here we go. 13 of 30. Interesting. How many wheels does the 747 has? This is one that a lot of people have all swatted up on, I'm sure. And a lot of people are going to get this right very, very quickly. Or they're going to go too quickly and get it wrong. But how many wheels does the 747 have? 16, 18 or 22? How many wheels does the 747 have? Is it 16, 18 or 22? Guessed it at 6.73. Martin Forbes, Jazzy John 2.04, Avgeek Tom bang on 5, SC 430s in the house. Damn it, A380. 6Y thought it was an A380. Jazzy John 100. Karen Corcoran 7.34. Scott Sam Beck 1.75 seconds. Wow. Scotty and his missus 1.85 GP. I've lost your standby. 6 seconds remaining. It is, of course, 18 wheels on his wagon. We'll just show a quick picture of a beautiful picture of from airliners.net of the a 747 touching down. I'm pretty sure she's just about touching down there. I don't think that is a departure shot, because just the pitch angle of the of the of the aircraft itself. It looks more like the got a little bit of a puff there of smoke, which you just about see the smoke starting to appear. So I think he's grabbed this. He's probably taken like when he's taking it, and he's like picked that one where you're like, is this a takeoff or a departure? But great photography there from John Farrington on airliners.net. 231 people getting it right. Of course, 16 wheels in this makeup here. You've got 2 sets of bogey. That's the belly undercarriage, which touches down after the mains on the outboards, which obviously have 4 on each, so 4, 8, 12, 16, and then the 2 on the front, giving you 18. Isn't that a fantastic picture, man? I mean, that's the beauty of some of this photography. Oh, mind that, is you're able to like go right in, and then you can sort of like see whether or not, I don't know, that's, you see those tyres have not touched the tarmac yet, and there's obviously he's either side of the centre line, so I think that's landing, but anyway, I might be completely wrong. So there we go. Jilly, ready for question number 14, if you will, please. Karen Corcoran's having fun. There we go. Back of the net, Scotty Tarpley. On a spike. Approximately how much paint does it take to paint a Boeing 747, folks? Is it 90 gallons? Is it 180 gallons, or is it 120 gallons? You've got your literage there as well, folks, if you want it. If you're either in your let me just see, this is 14, isn't it? Right, okay, so I need to control C. And we have 5 seconds remaining. This is a good one coming up, this one, folks. And there it is, time's up. Wow, lots of people getting that right. 201 people correctly answering 120 gallons. 153 people saying 180, and 28 people saying 28. Martin Forbes, Jazzy John Mirrorman, looks like people got this right. Cammy Hudson, Russ, Ben R, 6Y, got it wrong. Ben Brown got it right. I'm going to show you a quick video here, folks, which this is by the guys from Vivid Photo Visual, and this is I think they closed down now with an Air Livery up in Manchester. But we're gonna show this one for you because this is a time-lapse video. We got permission from Virgin Atlantic and the guys at Vivid to, because they're the copyright owners. We're going to show you this one quickly because this is pretty cool, isn't it? You ready, Jilly? Time-lapse photography of a Boeing 747, Virgin Boeing 7, and it's old as well. I think this is back from 2014 or something like that. Here we go. It's the primer in it, it's the primer on the course, because it's moving, that's why. Yeah. Look on your watches, folks. It is now 7:47. I'm gonna quickly change this, mate. It's The Rock. So she must have been retired a long time ago then, maybe. Look at that winglets, man. Mustang Sally, man. Wow. Must have been great. Must be great to work on something like that, man. Look at her coming together, man. Look at that. I hope they do a picture, a shot of her taking off after this and not just wheeling around. That's the end of it. Come on, man. Shiny. Look at that. Oh, I like the reverse bit at the end. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Oh well, there we go. Okay, Julie, cut back to the other thingamajigs or whatever it was. That's a shame, isn't it? They should have shown her like going off into the sunset. Finish it nice and clean, but that is a clean shot to finish it with anyway. Congratulations to those guys. Air Livery, I'm not sure. I know they moved or they shut down at Manchester, but I don't know if they moved off to somewhere. But the guys out in Dublin are very, very active. And Jeremy just saying something in there. Yeah, Shannon as well. Julie Chaston, Virgin's red on their engines is the best. Tea time with the Queen. Was that? Oh, Fly Naz. Wow, she's operational. She's currently operational. Wow, there you go. Thanks to, who was it who told us? Ben Brown. Thanks, Ben. Really appreciate that. Okay, folks, question number 15 coming up. We've gone past the 7:47 mark. Question 15. Sorry. Why was the hump added to the 747, folks? Flipping heck. Why was the hump added to the 747 design, folks? Why? Just tell us why. Was it for passengers, for the flight deck, or for more capacity? Why was the hump added to the 747 design originally? For passengers, for the flight deck, or for more capacity? I know a few people are going to be like, oh, I got this right, and they're like 5.33. Look at that. Interesting. For more capacity. Interesting. A lot of people getting that wrong. 138 people getting it right. Originally, the 747 was a large aircraft conception, but what Boeing were concerned with was that the aircraft would that supersonic flight was going to basically overtake everything, and these aircraft were going to become very obsolete very, very quickly. So what they did was, in order that they could utilise it if the aviation direction turned to supersonic, which is crazy how it did and it didn't, and it is an amazing era back then of people thinking, like, you know, not realising with fuel prices and all those sorts of factors, wars and stuff like that, so it's all going to come into play in it. It was interesting that Boeing said, right, well, what we'll do is we'll make the nose a swing nose. Shut up, big nose. We'll make the nose a swing nose so that we can put a lot of freight in it, like put big pieces of freight in it through the nose. Shut up. But in order to do that, the flight deck was in the way of the original design. So they put the flight deck up, and in order to make that aerodynamic, they created the upper deck with that pear shape, that teardrop shaped upper deck, which is why they did it. So, and it was like, well, actually, we can put passengers up here as well. So it was a double whammy. It all worked out for them. So that's why they put the hump on the 747. Read up on it, folks. It was quite simple. I think I typed in why does the Jumbo have a hump or something like that. He's got the hump. But 138 people getting that right. So there we go. Lots of people getting it right. Lots of people not getting it right. Who's got the hump? Who hasn't got the hump? 179 people say for more capacity. 58 for more passengers, but 138 people getting it right. It was for the flight deck in order that they can move the flight deck up to allow for the nose to open, the big nose. Okay, so there we go, Jilly. We are ready for question number. Oh no, of course. Sorry. Oh, it's half time, isn't it? Yeah. Hold on a minute. Let me see what I'm doing here. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da, and we're going to go on this. I haven't done anything. I was touching my screen. I was doing my screen, mate. I was doing my screen, Jilly. I swear I was doing my screen. I was on my screen, man. Okay. Are we? Oh, there we go. There's the leaderboard. And this is halfway through. Yeah, we're halfway through, folks. So we're gonna do the leaderboard, and then we're gonna play out the 747 piece that we and you're playing now, aren't you, Jilly? So I don't need to do anything. When I say play it, we play it. So look at that. In first place, Planes and Games. Where did he come from, or she? Planes and Games, congratulations, 1161. Plays Suggy in second place, 1115. So there's 50 points in it. Basically, Algie, 1102. Ben Browns in fourth place. EGCC dropped down to fifth place. So some good questions answered there. That cockchafer is in sixth place. Mike, 617. Fair play. Mike is in seventh place, top 10. Trainload Cole dropped a little bit. I think Charchi Decat, he's also dropped. What are you doing, Charchi? N772CA is in 10th. DC Aviation, 11th. Autism Miley. Autism Emily is in 12th. 747 retired, possible captain there. He's in 13th place. Congratulations to you. Case Air is in 15th. Bentley 2000 is in 16th. KLM VSBA is in 17th. John L. Holly Winters in 19th. KP, easy for you to say. KPDX person is in 20th place. Beast, Ferret Rat, Dyrus, Assassi, Vera, Mark 10, VP Martini, well done, in 25th place. RO97, Rubdog, Rutford Drink IPA down in 29th, and in 30th place, Karina Andrea. Okay, GP, all right, geezer, in 32nd, Joe's down there. Wheelie, 33, Slippery Jim, Droof, That Bizdu, Sean Chaplin, Majassam, Mujasam in 37th, Brensky, Taxi Man, 49th, Cammy Hudson, Lawrence, Neely, Cecil, Chris D, TCC. Okay, TC. What happened to Wayne EGCCCCC, or was it EGCCC? Old Buzzard, Craig Wharton, Nelly the Elephant, Ashley Perez, the Armstrongs, they're in 51st place. Congratulations, anyone who's down there, still doing well. Look, we've still got good scores here. Scott and Kay, what were you doing? You burned the toast or something down in 65th place. Uncle Malarkey, Uncle Malarkey's down there in 68th. Okay. Let's now go to the half-time break, folks, around about 12 minutes. We're going to play out this piece that we put together for Virgin Atlantic. Again, as a tribute to them, Jilly, you're going to have to keep me on it and let me know when it's played out. But for now, enjoy this, folks, and we'll see you back here in around about 12 minutes.
Virgin 65, Cessna 240 degrees 8 knots, 26 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff and rolling, Virgin 65.
Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, folks. How about that? Yeah, very poignant. Thanks, guys, for all the for the great words of support on that. Really appreciate it. And of course, hey. Oh, okay. But you've it was a flicker, yeah. Okay, that. Yeah, say that again. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, interestingly enough, sometimes you pick a music track which just works like that. Other times it takes you ages to find one. I was struggling a long way of trying to find the right mood, the right sort of like music to run with that video, and it's just a case of just hunting through, and then it just came on, and I was like, wow, bang, that one definitely works. So yes, it's got to be concluded, folks. We've got to finish it off with a bang, and we will do, trust me, with the final 747 out of Heathrow. We do know that Gal and Lip are still yet to leave Heathrow. Those guys are, they've got to get rid of them real quick, because they're currently in their maintenance expiry, getting towards the maintenance expiry. So the sooner they get rid of them, the better for them, obviously not for us. And of course, these aircraft, again, like I say, 5 of them are going to Atlas Air, so they are going to continue flying, which is a great thing for us, you know, very poignant, and it's a kind of a happy ending, if you know what I mean. Lots of people saying correctly that the Virgin 747 fleet was not retired due to COVID, but it was the 747s were slated for retirement over literally the next few months. So it may have been that this program would have been carried out anyway, because Virgin are moving on to, obviously they've got their 787s and their 350s. Don't know what's happening with the 330s at this stage. Who knows? They may start a cargo fleet. That would be good to see. But yeah, we will conclude that video at some point in the very near future, post lockdown, and lots more stuff to come with you guys on that. But for now, let's get on with the second half of the quiz, the 747 quiz. Jilly, I am ready for question number 16, isn't it? Here we go. Is this going to come up right? I'm not touching anything. Hands off, hands off. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. Question 16 of 30. Prior to the new glass cockpit variants, how many flight crew were needed on the 747 flight deck? Was it 2, 3 or 4? We've asked this question in a previous quiz as well. But for this one, prior to the new glass cockpit variants, so that's after the 100 and the 200s, how many flight crew were needed on the 747 flight deck? So prior to the new glass cockpits, 2, 3 or 4. You got 3, 2, 1, and your time is up. And of course, it was prior to the new glass cockpits. How many flight crew were needed on the 747? Indeed, a lot of you folks getting it right. 235. I've got a picture here. Hold on, Jilly. Stand by. I'll let you know when it's ready. But this is a great picture of an old. Okay, Jilly, you can run it. Of an old 747 flight deck. This is a 100 or a 200. Not sure. I'm sure that you budding pilots out there might know, but the giveaway here is on the right hand side here. You've got the flight engineers station, and his role was basically primarily to oversee the engines, the mechanical workings of the engines, and also balancing the fuel as well, making sure that the fuel was moving around the aircraft, around the wings, just so that they could keep that centre of balance right. So that was his main job. And then of course, when the glass cockpits came into use, that whole station there was made defunct, and everything that was on that board was now on glass screens. So that is the reason, that is the 747-100 flight deck. Look, no glass in there at all analog displays. Even got the BFP, which is the blind flying panel, these ones here. So if they were, you know, in heavy fog or whatever, or whatever the conditions were, they'd be able to fly the aircraft using the blind flying panel instruments there. But congratulations if you got that right. 235 people getting it right. So that's interesting to see how that sort of like upset the apple cart. 14 people saying 2 and 79 people saying 4. Okay, Gilly, I'm ready to go to question number 17, and here we go. Okay, okay, sorry. I'm reading it off here. The 747 has a larger wing sweep angle than any other commercial aircraft in the world. But what is that wing sweep angle? 32.5 degrees, 35.5 degrees, or is it 37.5 degrees? The wing sweep being the swept wing, as you can see there, folks, you know, she's got a big wing sweep angle, the biggest of all commercial aircraft. 32.5, 35.5 or 37.5. Going to be a guess for a lot of people, obviously. Avgeet Tom 4.1, Alaska's got it 3.94 seconds, so very quick on that. It is indeed 37.5 degrees, 165 people getting it wrong, 113 getting it right. Avgeet Tom 0, Ben Brown 87, Martin Forbes 81. So Alaska Airlines answered it very quickly, but I don't think he got any. I think he got it wrong. Egbert 82, 23 points for Jazzy John, but he got it right. So therefore, Jazzy John, that could put you up there. You never know, mate. But let me just bring you up a quick shot of this one, which I can give you an example of, which I basically did for question 17. Which is, if you look at that, okay, Gilly, we can go with that. Might do a few people's eyes in, I don't know. But you can see the 747 in that angle there. So you can see how swept back the wing is in comparison to the Airbus A380, the Antonov AN225, the Maria, the Hughes Spruce Goose. Look at that, the Hughes, no sweep on that, using just a sweep on the leading edge of the wing there. And the largest one is that Strato launch. I think that's Virgin's Strato launch, was it? The original one? No, it wasn't. It was, I don't know whose project that was. I haven't heard about that for quite some time. But that's a mega aeroplane. Look at that wingspan. But in terms of the sweep, the angle, 37.5 degrees, 113 people getting that right. Congratulations, Gilly. Let's go to number 18, please. So here we go. Question number 18, folks, of the 747 quiz. And the question is, how many passenger variants of the 747 have been built? How many passenger variants of the 747 have been built? Is it 4, 5 or 6? A lot of people are going to be like, now, yeah, you've got to be quick on this one. Yeah, but if you do it that way, then you're going to get a really 3.8 seconds for Alaska Airlines. Dan Krusha 4.8. That's not a good image to go with. Vertigo. No, it's not Antonio. Antonio, sorry. And the time is up. Is 145 people getting it wrong with 5. It is indeed 6. And there you go, Gilly. If you put it on the screen, we can show the people at home exactly how many, what the variants were. Are you on there, Gilly? And that is 747-100, the original 747, the SP, which was brought on in place to compete with the TriStar and the DC-10 because they weren't a Boeing aircraft. But Boeing immediately saw that they needed a longer range on the 747 SP. Have I just answered one of the questions here, Gilly? I did. Right, so there you go. 747-100, 747 SP, the 200 variant, the 300 variant. These two are very, very close together in terms of their development stages. The 400 and then the 800, which was delayed, funny enough. Well, not funny enough, but was delayed due to the issues that they had with the 787 deliveries. I hope that's not another question I've just answered. But anyway, yes, of course, because the technology... Oh, they forgot the SP. You see, a lot of people forgot about the SP. That's why so many people said the 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8 in it. They're going to think that, isn't it? Oh, well, there you go then. See, you got to slow down and remember the SP, the special performance, as it was known. And that, we've asked that in the previous show as well. Why? What does SP stand for? But there we go. Congratulations if you did get that right. 103 people doing that. So again, that's going to mix it all up, isn't it? So here we go. Here we go. Question number 19, please, GP. Question 19 of 30, here we go. Who was named the father of the 747? Who was named the father of the 747? Was it Burt Rutten, Joe Sutter, or Kelly Johnson? Who was the father of the 747? Was it Burt Rutten, Joe Sutter, or Kelly Johnson? You have 15 seconds remaining. You must comply. Avgeek Tom 3.6, Jazzy John 1.93. Hope you got it right, Jazzy. Dash 8, Liv, Scotty 2, Dustin, Karen, Martin Forbes. Close my eyes to pick. Fantastic. I hope you got it right, mate. Scotty NK 2.8, legend, Scotty 2. 225 people getting that right. That's brilliant. 225 people correctly answering. It was indeed Joe Sutter, and I've got a great picture of good old Joe there. Look, Julie, you got that? What a beautiful black and white with right in front of the launch 747. In fact, probably I'd imagine the prototype. I'd imagine because obviously they did have a couple of prototypes, and I believe that actual one went to TWA later on in life. But she obviously did a lot of she was used as a platform for equipment and stuff like that. So I think they gave them to TWA for a decent price. Who was named the father of the 747? 225 people correctly answering. Good old Joe Sutter there. That's a lovely old 19 sort of 60s, 50s, late 50s photograph, isn't it? He's just been and watched a. Okay, there we go. It's pronounced Burt. What's that? It's pronounced Burt Rutan. Burt Rutan. Okay, Rutan. I said Rutan, didn't I? Oh, Rutten. I probably said Rutten. My apologies, Fast as Funk. Thank you very much. Sorry, Jelly. Sorry. Okay, we are ready. I'm ready for question 20. Question 20. Here we go. And here it is. A lot of people are going to get this right immediately. What is the name of the plant where the 747 is still built? What is the name of the plant where the 747 is built? Painfield, Boeingfield or Everett? Is it Painfield, Boeingfield or Everett? Danny Crucier, that prototype had no engines when unveiled. Yeah, I did notice in the background there were no engines on it. 245 for Avgeek, Tom Ben Brown 4.4, Shane Smith, good old Wikipedia. There we go, indeed it is. It is a great site. What is the name of the plant where the 747 built? It is, of course, Everett, and 189 people getting that right. 92 people still getting it wrong as being Boeingfield, but like Martin Forbes, for instance, oops, TCC minus 2.1 seconds. Wow, you must have had your finger literally on the pulse there. 67 people saying Painfield, and of course they had to build an entirely new, massive assembly plant for the 747, the biggest assembly plant ever manufactured in the world, and I think it still is, isn't it? Possibly in the record breakers. So there we go. 189 people getting that right. Everett is the name of the plant where they make the 747. Still make the 747. Okay, GP, go for 21, please. A lot of people are going to get this right as well. Oh, it's leaderboard. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, so there we go. Let me just quickly put that in there and do that and do that and do that. Okay, Suggy's leading it 1557 Planes and Games. He's dropped. He was leading it before 1535. Still quite close. Chance is in third. Mike 617. Ben Brown 747 retired. Still there in the top 10 in 6th place. John L. Algie has come back up again. Slippery Jim's in there. Made a big climb to number 9. RO97. Craig Wharton. Young Joe is there. Beast is in 13th. Trainload. EGCC's back up again. 15th place. Autism Emily in 16th. Ruckford is in 17th. Holly Winters in 18th. Wheelie, DC Aviation, KBDX person. Sean Chaplin is in 22nd. Ferret Rat, Chiggy 24th. VP Martini in 25th. Old Buzzard, Cecil, Darius Assassi, Taximan 49. Nelly the Elephant, Bentley 2000. Matt and Elsie in 32nd. Brensky, Karina Andrea, Case Air, Ashley Perez, Michael Johns, and that cockchafer, he's dropped. There we go, folks. Oh, okay, so that's Dane Grayson, is it? He's gone from 6th. He was in 6th. Down to 38. You see how quickly it can change, folks. So congratulations if you're up there. Let's go for the next question, Julie. This is question 21, folks. Here we go. Okay, this is a good one. What engine powered the original 747, ladies and gents? The original 747. Was it the Rolls-Royce Conway, the Pratt & Whitney J57, or the Pratt & Whitney JT9D? Rolls-Royce Conway, Pratt & Whitney J57, Pratt & Whitney JT9D. Quality old school engines, folks. If you're as old as me, you'll remember them all. My old man's aircraft was powered by these as well. The correct answer, that is. What engine powered the original 747s? Rolls-Royce Conway, Pratt & Whitney, or the J57 or the JT9D? In fact, it was, of course, 143 people getting that right. JT9D. People going, yeah, or Pratt & Whitney J57. 123 people getting that wrong. 61 saying the Rolls-Royce Conway. I think the VC-10 was powered by the Rolls-Royce Conway and probably other aircraft as well. But the JT9D was a very popular engine. I think powered 727, 707s, DC-8s. It was the before the high bypass ratio turbofans came in. Millions of fan blades in these things. Very, very thin as well, and slim, and you know, good for aerodynamics, because it was a very small fan casing. But in terms of power, it is amazing that one engine on a 777 now has as much power as a whole 707 had back in those days, or a 747 either. But anyway, there we go. Old school engines, Pratt & Whitney JT9Ds powering the original 747. 143 people getting that right. We are good to go with question number 22, please, GP. There we go. Okay, you've a lot of you are going to get this. Oh, I know this because he just talked about it. What was the major reason for the 747 SP's design? What was the major reason for it? Was it less maintenance, longer range, or the military? What was the major reason for the 747 SP? What did he say? What did he say? They're going like, oh, I can't remember what he said. 2.1 seconds, Scotty 2, 2.13, Scotty Topley, 196, 3.9 from Karen, Alaska 496, Mike Forbes 419, Julie Chaston 323, 7 seconds remaining. If you get this one wrong, Danny Krusher saying, so there we go. What was it for? it was indeed for longer range indeed. 250 people getting that right, 57 people saying the military, 21 people saying less maintenance. Reason why was, like I just said about 5 minutes ago, because the airline, the industry had launched the TriStar and the DC-10, the Trijets. So they needed an aircraft that could handle the range of the intercontinental range of the TriStars and the DC-10s. So they brought in this narrow, shorter variant of the 747, and a beautiful looking jet. There's still a couple around in the world. NASA used one. The guys at Sands, I think the casino, whether or not that might have had an accident or something, I don't know. But anyway. It worked. It was a great looking plane. And I remember about 12, 13 years ago, I was in London, in the East End of London, and I looked up, I heard a plane, and I looked up, and that's why it's always good to look up when you hear a plane, because I looked up, and what was it? A 747, South African Airways 747 SP, and that was about 13 years ago, something like that, maybe even a bit longer, 15 years ago. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I saw it for a glimpse, and I was with a client, and I was like, wow, look at that, and he was like, what? Well, it's a plane. I'm like, yeah, but it's an SP, man. You're never going to see one of those. He's like, oh, right, okay. Anyway, we're going to carry on. But there we go. So there you go. And that is it. It was a longer range for them to compete with the DC-10 and the TriStar, the new era of Trijets. But amazing, amazing. Anyway, and we all love a DC-10, don't we? Hey, we all love a TriStar as well. But anyway, let's go for question number 23, please, GP. It's a good one. This is a good one. Which airline was the launch customer for the 747-400? Which was the launch customer for the 400? Was it Continental, British Airways, or Northwest Airlines? Continental, British Airways, or Northwest Airlines? Who was the launch customer for the 747-400 variant? Stubby thing that flew for miles, Stevie Luscombe. I flew on one with a flame more than the length of the SP coming from engine number 3. Flipping it. 5.87 seconds for Karen. Judy Chaston guessed it. Avgeek Tom. 3.76 total guess. And there we are. It was indeed. Congratulations if you got that right. 152 people, interestingly, saying British Airways. Let's just take them, Jilly, to this picture here of, if I can do it, wait a second, where is it? There it is there, and it is a beautiful picture. Used to see these coming into Gatwick, I think. Are you on it, Jilly? That's Northwest 747-400, and ain't she a beauty? Used to see them a lot. I think Northwest got bought out by, you know, probably one of the major US carriers, maybe United, American, or whoever it might have been, merged into one other airline. I think maybe Northwest were out before American, so maybe American bought them out. I don't really know. David Glover, Hometown Airlines, Northwest Airlines from Minnesota. Wow, 21 points for the boot all that. There you go, 111 people. So it is going to be a little bit tight. It's going to be interesting to see that leaderboard, I have to say, at the end of it. So, Jilly, okay, let's go. Question number 24, please. Okay, question number 24 of 30. We're cracking through it. This is... Which year was the 747-800 intercontinental passenger variant introduced? Bit of a long-winded one, but which year was the 747-800 intercontinental passenger variant introduced? Was it 2012, 2011, or 2014? And a lot of people, it may be a guess for a lot of people. BRB-83 has a model of that Northwest. 2.8 seconds for Danny Crucia. Scotty Topley 2.2, and there you are. It is indeed. Wow, Oh, lots of people getting it wrong. 110 people getting it right. It's 2012. It was delayed, as I said earlier on, folks, because of the 787 program. The delays that they had with the 787 meant that they had to stop production on the 747-8 because they were obviously utilising a lot of the stuff from the 787 and had to put all their expertise and knowledge and works into the 787 as it was a brand new aircraft that they were releasing mainly with the electrics that had problems with and the batteries. 110 people getting it right. 2012 it was actually introduced. 120 people saying 2011, 105 people saying 2014. That should be quite interesting. One more question before the next and final leaderboard. Jilly, I'm ready to go with question number 8. Is it next, is it? Penultimate leaderboard coming up after the next question. So go question 25. Here we go. Here we go. What was the largest load to be carried by the 747? The largest load to be carried by the 747. Was it wings for the 747, the space shuttle, or 130 tons of carrots? Wings for the 747, the space shuttle, or 130 tons of carrots? Love to see how many people go for the third question, but I'm sure a few people will. But look at that beautiful picture that I'm going to be bringing you up in a minute. What was the largest load to be carried by the 747? Of course, as everybody knows, it was indeed the space shuttle. I love the fact that 29 people said 130 tons of carrots, just for a laugh. Yes, of course, the wings for the 747 would have been carried by the Dreamlifter, I would imagine. If they are assembled, I think they were assembled somewhere else outside of Everett. But the largest load to be carried by the 747 is, of course, the space shuttle. Jilly, do you want to show everybody that picture? Look at that, man. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Now that looks to me like possibly a 200 variant with the CF6 engines. And beautiful, that's Endeavour, isn't it? That's the Endeavour space shuttle. What's that? No, that was me looking in the camera. I think it was me looking in the camera. Yeah, about 130 tons of carrots. Bootlad thought it was a trick question in Bramley, 99. Mini rolls, Melody Robertstad, Scotty Tarpley, Neil Tattersall thought that was a normal cargo. No, not a normal cargo, otherwise they would have been flying them all over the bleeding place, wouldn't they? But no, carrots, Mark Appleby. There we go, folks. Okay, Jilly, let's go to the final leaderboard, if we could, please.
700 next week, Wednesday the 25th. What are you planning to?
Planes and Games is up there again. Oh, look at this 747 retired. Oh, that's going to be so cool, man. Well, I mean, obviously, I'd love to see him up there because we can make you a special shirt if you want, by the way, sir, or madam. Planes and Games, 747 retired. Suggy's up there still. Algie's still up there. John L, he's come up. Ben Brown's done very well. Slippery Jim's done very well. Mike 617 still around about the same place. The top 10 is very sort of like there. Charchie's down in 10th. He's dropped a little bit. RO97 in 9th. Trainload Cole. He was up in the top. Autism Emily's still there. Beast KPDX. Craig Wharton has come up to 15th place. Fast as Funk is in 16th. Congratulations. He's doing better. The more alcohol he consumes, the better he's doing. Fair play. VP Martini, Wheelie, Karina Andrea, Rockford, Cecil, Holly Winters, that cockchafer's in 23. He's back up, isn't he? He was way down. Sean Chaplin, Mujasim, I think that's the cockchafer. Michael Johns, Rob Dog, Darius Assassi still there. Uncle Malarkey's back again. Paul and the Buff, that's new. Chris EGCC, he's back up there again, 32nd place. I think EGCC was winning it on the first round. Young Joe's in there, Taxi Man, Case Air. Mateo is there in 36th place. Dom Suarez, Ryan Crossland, DC Aviation 39, Benny 2000. All right, geezer, 41st, Ferret Rat, Harry Whizkid, Chiggy Vera Mark 10, Scotty 2 in 46th, K&S Aviation, Alaska Airlines in 48th place, and Ashley Perez and Harrison Fensom bringing up the back end on the top 50. So folks, eyes down now. Here we go for the final 5 questions of the Big Jet TV quiz. Yeah. Are we going to get... DC wants a recount. Is it DC wants a recount? Brilliant. Oh, PC. TCC wants a recount, ladies and gents. So it might be a couple of weeks before we give you the final. Anyway, what is the name given to the jumbo used for the Virgin Orbit launch platform, folks? Is it Space Girl, Orbit Girl, or Cosmic Girl? What is the name given to the jumbo jet used for the Virgin Orbit launch platform? Sorry about the delay. 2.93 seconds for Martin Forbes, Ben Brown. I know this. Karen Corcoran 8.12, 6Y, Chris 2.1. Here we go. It of course is Cosmic Girl, folks. 237 people getting that right. 59 people. These are names I just made up, by the way, the other ones. But let's just do a few. Let's have a few pictures of this beautiful thing, shall we? Obviously, for the use of satellite launch. Jilly, do you want to run that? Slung under the wing of the 747. And interestingly enough, you can see that it utilises part of the flap assembly hangar there, which is quite interesting. Like another engine pod, it's between engine 2 and the fuselage, basically. I think I've got another one of it here. Hold on a minute. This is a nice picture here, look at that. Ain't she lovely, look at that. So satellite goes in here, they launch it, they drop it, launch it, and off it goes. I just want to have a look at that flap assembly, the cradle. I want to see the cradle. Yeah, it definitely uses one of the flap pylon, which is quite interesting. So obviously, interesting. Does that move with the flaps then? That's quite interesting. Anyway, there we go. Something to ponder, I think, in the future. We'll have a little look at that. Perhaps people can let us know. But there we go. Jelly, can we go for 237 people, of course, getting that right, by the way, folks. It is indeed Cosmic Girl. And what a great name. I love the names that Virgin give their jumbos, or gave their jumbos, or give their aircraft, should I say. So here we go. Question number 27, please, GP. Here it is. Here it is. Name the operator of this aircraft, folks. This is a picture question. Name the operator. Hurry up! Hurry up! It's a 70-foot rocket. HGC saying there. Is it Qantas, British Airways, or Singapore Airlines? Is it Qantas, British Airways, or Singapore Airlines? XGV, wow, Harrison Fensom, thank you for that, about Cosmic Girl. 6.25 seconds for Jazzy John, Avgeek Tom, 2 seconds. Lots of people are going to obviously get this right, and a few people are going to get it wrong, but I think the majority of people will get it right. Who is that operator? It is indeed Qantas, at 236 people getting it right. British Airways, I can understand, because British Airways did go for a funny time, didn't they, when their tails were painted in all these odd sort of, like, you know, flags and tea towels and biscuit tins and stuff like that. But British Airways, Singapore Airlines, 86 people said it, 236 people correctly getting it right. I'll show the picture of the real one, GP, which is here. Yeah, this is the unfiltered version, and there it is, folks. Qantas. And again, I remember saying, "Wow, that's a lot of paint there." But you know, to be honest with you, it's not. It's exactly the same amount of paint, really, as you need to paint another aircraft. Although saying that, no, with all that, whether that's a sticker or whether that's painted on, I'm not sure. I don't know for sure, but if it's paint, then I'd imagine it would be more because of the generally the amount of colours that are in there. But anyway, I'm sure that's something that our friend Jeremy's mate will let us know when you're doing it, when you're painting something like that. Does it use more paint? Should have known better. Name the operator. It was Qantas. There you go, folks. Gilly, we're ready for Tweston number 20 Twate. And I think this is another one, isn't it? Is this another one of Name the Operator? It is. And this is a good one. Name that operator, folks. Name that operator. Is it Hainan, Corsair, or Vamos? Name the operator of that aircraft, folks. Is it Hainan, Corsair, and Vamos, or Vamos? We would have seen this aircraft. Saw it at San Francisco. Do you remember? We saw it parked up at San Francisco. Stevie Luscombe, it's a bloody mess. Have Geek Tom. Alaska Airlines, Karen Corcoran, Eve Hoskett 2.33, Scotty Tarpley 256, Bulldog. I knew this one for a change. Hey, Mikey's got one. There we go. 270 people correctly answering. Of course, it was and it is Vamos. Still operational with those 747s. We caught, there's one on the screen there, Jelly, for you if you want it. We caught one of these misfiring. It had actually something happened to its, I think it was its number 4 or number 3 at Gatwick when it landed. We sent the video to the guys at Vamos as well in Gatwick, and they actually they either knew about it or they acted on it. Either way, one of the two. I don't know. Chris Capelou has flown on Vamos. There we go. Strone Hunter, I remember it. Martin Forbes, Vamos, let's go. It is Spanish, I think, for Vamos, let's go. Or paintball range, keep calling out. There we go. So congratulations if you got that right. 270 people answering that correctly. It is indeed Vamos. See their 330s as well sometimes. Okay, question number 29 then, GP. We're ready for that whenever you are. 29. It's another one. It's another one. Name the operator. Oh, you're going to get this one quick. I would go back. I'd say about 1.8 seconds I'd get that in if I was. Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. They've seen it already anyway. Paul MK, number 3 engine landed at Zurich. Interesting. Alaska Airlines, Mighty. What we got? Mighty Mariner, 2.5 seconds. BRB, 83. Avgeek Tom, 2.66. Yeah, Scotty Topley getting it very, very quickly. Danny Croucher, easy. 314 people correctly answering. Oh, my that. Sorry. Of course, it is Thai Airways. And of course, we desperately missed their A380s in at London Heathrow. Gilly, do you want to go look at that landing over the beach at Phuket, is it? Or it's the Thai... Yeah, it's Phuket, isn't it? Look at that. We can't go there and film because we get pulled up by the old bill, we believe. You not film that! You not film that! Good guess, 80 points for Bootle, lad. Filmed the A380 in that livery, Mark Appleby. A lot of people have, 314 people correctly answering that at 314. 1.8 seconds for Dane Grayson. Congratulations, Dane. Now we are on to the final question for the Big Jet TV 747 quiz 2020. And here it comes now, folks. Question 30. And if you're watching a recent show, you'll know the answer to this. Here we go. Which carrier was the last to order the 747-800 before production ceased? Air China, Korean, or UPS? Which carrier was the last to order the 747-800 before the production ceased? Air China, Korean, or UPS? Massive guess for Danny. Lots of people getting it right. Alaska, Martin Forbes, Julie Chaston guessed it. Karen Corcoran, 7 seconds. Sam Beck, 1.72 seconds. You got 3, 2, 1. And the last question is that, and the answer is, of course, UPS. It's a freighter. They're still taking deliveries of their 747s. Saw one recently this week. If you're on LinkedIn. There's a girl there who posts regularly from Painfield, from Everett, and she's also a pilot as well, PPL. She's studying her PPL at the moment, I think. But she took some fantastic footage the other day of one of the 747s in all its glory, with no clothes on, basically, in its green primer, which I think they strip off that green, shiny green primer, but the engine cowls were just carbon, so they have to be completely primed, prepped. You get obviously an undercoat, just like normally painting walls, man. You know, like an undercoat, a primer, an undercoat, and then it was maybe Aero News as well shared it. But a lot of people getting it right. 219 people getting that right. Indeed, it is UPS. United Parcel Services 747-8 is the last one, the F, the freighter that's going to be coming out of the Everett plant. 46 people saying Air China, 68 people saying Korean. Have I got a UPS 747-8 picture? Indeed I have, and there it is. Look at that, folks. Let me just show them that, Jilly, before we go to the... Oh, really? Oh dear. Okay. Oh yeah, there she is. Okay, there you go, folks. Oh, I didn't realise I had the at the bottom of the screen like that. Oh no. Okay, Julie. We're going to go for 5-minute break, folks, and we're going to do the score calculations now. So we're going to bring up a little screen, have a little chat amongst yourselves, and there it is. That's funny, man. But thanks for doing that, Ginny. That's really funny, man. Okay, take a break, folks. We will be back. Yeah. Oh, no. What have I done? I'm sorry. Go back. No, I was on the wrong... No, man, I didn't do anything. I was on the wrong screen, man. Oh, right, we got it all the way. Got it right all the way down. Yeah, I know, man. Because I didn't realise that my mouse was on your screen, man. Well, go for a break and we'll come back to it in a minute. You didn't see me, right? This setup that I've got here with the Lavaliers is completely different. It's not. Yeah, because the Lavaliers, the Lavalier is rigged into the plugged in properly, was it? Check, check, 1 2. Check, check, 1 2. Check, check, 1 2. 1 2. Check, check. Okay, all right. Okay, we're back on again, aren't we? Okay, are we talking, or what am I talking, or what's the? Okay, sorry about that. We're going to switch cameras. How about that? Had to switch cameras. My apologies. Don't push the red button, Martin Smith. Sorry about that. Julie Chaston. Wow, look at all this. Be right back. 83. What's he staring at? Was it frozen like that? Okay. It's off. It's off. It's on the infant. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, folks, let's see who won it then. Like, we don't know. Okay, GP, don't look at the back of my head, by the way, because I cut my hair yesterday. Okay, right. Okay, I'll keep my head in the back of this. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'm not touching anything. Okay, here we go. Planes and Games won it with 2,452 points. Well done. Algie in second, Ben Brown in third, Suggy in fourth, 747 retired pilot made it in fifth place. Are you a retired pilot? So those top three Planes and Games, Algie, Ben Brown, claim your free t-shirt, and you can claim that via how, Jilly? Through which email? Prizes at bigjet.shop. Okay, so you need to email us via info, basically. Planes and Games, Algie, Ben Brown and Suggy. And Ben Brown. Suggy, congratulations in fourth place. What was that? 2,300, so only 44 points difference between the top three podium position there for Suggy. Mike 617, well done, Mikey. I don't know how you've done on the previous ones, my friend, but am I able to scroll this, Julie? I've just clicked on it. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Mike 617, row 97, RO 97, Slippery Jim, Trainload Colin, Charchi bringing up the top 10. John L, Autism Emily, KPD X-Person Beast, that cockchafer, you made it all the way back up to 15. Congratulations, mate. Karina, Andrea, didn't see you all the way through it, so that's a late climber as well. Michael Johns, Craig Wharton, Uncle Malarkey, Muja Sam, that's a new one as well. EGCC made it into the top 30. He's in 21st place. Sean Chaplin, VP Martini, Young Joe, Dom Suarez, Matteo, congratulations, 26th place in the top 30. Ryan Crossland, Paul and the Buff, Holly Winters, Taximan 49, Ferret Rat, Rutford, Harrison Fenson 33rd, Matt and Elsie, Chris Bentley 2000, Big Joe, there he is, Neely, Wheelie, look at that, Neely and Wheelie, 37th and 39th, that's they're all level, look at that, 18, 39, 18, 28, Big Joe and Neely. Fastest Funk there in 40th place, congratulations Rupert. DC Aviation, Baron 83, GBDXG, Mark Karen, or Karan, Cecil, Jurius Assassi, Bob Rick, Rob Dog, Chiggy, Old Buzzard, White Geezer. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. Listen, it's been great having you again. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, we did. It went a little bit more to plan this time. A couple of little cockchafers in the mix. But other than that, I think we did all right. Thanks, Jilly, as well, for bringing that on. Thanks to everybody for your very kind words of support as well. We really appreciate it. We'll be back again tomorrow, folks, for more of the lockdown shows. Back to the normal sort of programme of events. Might be a little bit later than midday because we've obviously got it's a Sunday, so you know got housework to do, to be honest with you. I want to go for a long walk, to be honest with you. So we'll probably be around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon at some point, and bring you some Sunday action for you to, after you've had your Sunday roast and you're sitting at the TV, rather than watching, like, you know, the Dam Busters or something. Not that that's a bad film. I'd like to watch that on a Sunday afternoon. Fall off and snooze to it. Whilst Mum and Dad are doing that, or Granny and Granddad are doing that, you can watch Big Jet TV for some action on your TV tomorrow. One of the playback shows. Thanks again, everybody. Really appreciate your time and your effort, and well done to everybody who got involved as well. So thanks, really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow on Big Jet TV. Take it easy. See ya. Cheers.